Welcome back to No Man's Sky, everyone. Jason here with another update video, a patch video for No Man's Sky Outlaws. So the patch just came out this morning. It is patch 3.87 for No Man's Sky. Sean Murray just tweeted it out. Let's go through some of the big details because a lot of stuff has changed. Spoiler alert, the glitch for the cargo is gone now. So guys, if you're trying to do the cargo glitch, don't patch it. Don't patch the game yet. Anyway, let's get into those details. So the first big thing is they fixed a general issue that caused pirates to attack planetary buildings too frequently. I mean, as you can see from all these other notes around it, they fixed a ton of pirate attack stuff. So now they cannot attack you underground or when you're in the water. They fixed all that kind of stuff. They fixed the pirates attacking when you're in a low conflict system. So a lot of pirate attacks have been adjusted and modified. So now they're not attacking you all the time, constantly. And they're not attacking you when you're in the ground, underground, in the water, kind of stuff like that. So awesome. I know that for me personally, when you were at a like a trading outpost, they would just be constantly, every 2 to 3 minutes, they would be attacking you. Thankfully, that has been patched. Then, this is where all the big stuff is going to happen. Fixed an issue that caused smuggling items to sell at an incorrect markup. So that means that you would go buy the black market items from a pirate station, and then if you flew over to the normal stations, they would buy it for a really high price. They fixed that. Now they still sell for a higher price, but not nearly as much as they used to. So now you cannot make as much money with these the black market items that you can get from pirate stations. Then they also added hauler starships can now upgrade their cargo inventory to a greater capacity than any other ship. This was in the update, but for whatever reason it didn't work. So now they've officially patched it. Hauler starships are now the best ship for inventory. So now I want to make sure to say ship. YouTube, I'm saying ship. Anyway, hauler starships can now upgrade their cargo to inventories to a greater degree. So now it's worth it to get a hauler. So I know that like solars and fighters are really cool looking, but haulers now have more inventory space than any other ship. That is awesome. And then we have fixed an issue that could cause items in the ship cargo inventory to be incorrectly cleaned up when sold. This is what was happening with the bug. So for a lot of us, I was doing it too, so I'm guilty of it too if you guys want to hold me accountable. But if you put stuff in your cargo bay in your starship and you tried to sell it, it would give you the money, but it would never get rid of the item. It would bug out and it would just keep letting you sell the same item over and over and over. They updated it and they fixed it. Now if you sell something, it will get rid of the item. So you can still sell it, but you can't just keep getting the money over and over again. They've totally fixed the bug. Dang it. So now that is gone, you guys. Then we have fixed a number of glitches with other visual issues with player capes. So I know a lot, for me anyway, there was a lot of either the player cape would either like collide with your jetpack, and so you'd see your jetpack come through the cape, or you just wouldn't even have textures on your cape at all. So they fixed a number of issues with all of that stuff. And the big one that's been bothering us a ton is fixed the texture streaming memory leak. So for me, I noticed that whenever you used your hyperdrive and you warped to a different system, there was a really high chance that the more you did that, the less the textures would show up. So it was basically a leak over time. The longer you played, the more you warped, the less textures would show up, to the point where your character would just not have textures at all. And other aliens would not have textures. You'd land on the space station and there was no textures anywhere. So they finally went through and they fixed that. So hopefully you guys are ready to go. All this stuff is really good. Kind of sad about the cargo getting fixed. That kind of sucks. But everything else is really, really good. Textures are fixed. Pirates are fixed. All this stuff is amazing. Haulers now have more inventory space. So hopefully you guys are patching and getting ready to go. Let me know down in the comments. Number one, are you still having issues? After you patch, make sure you check for a patch. You need to be on 3.87, not 3.85. So make sure you have the patch first, and then let me know what it is and where you're playing. So if you're on Xbox, PlayStation, or even on PC, Let us know which one is which. That way we know who's having issues and who's not. That way other people can see, if they need to report something or if it's just on them. So do all that down in those comments below. And, I almost forgot. If you want the details, I always have that linked in the description. You can go over to the webpage right now and find out all the details for the patch. And I will see you guys next time.